Welcome students, how are you all? I hope you all are well and healthy in your home. So today I am here with another chapter of social studies of class 4, which is the Northern Mountains. Okay, so the basic spotlight of these chapters are features of the Himalayan mountains, importance of the Himalayas, life of people in the mountain. Okay, so these are the topics which we will cover in this chapter. Okay, so the first topic which we will discuss today is about the mighty Himalayas. So Himalayas are the highest mountain range in the world. Okay, so do you know what this mountain means? Mountains are the landforms which are higher than the plain. Okay, they have steep slopes and they have curved or rounded peaks. Okay, the word Himalaya means abode of snow. Abode means home. So why it is called so? Because most parts of the Himalaya is covered with snow throughout the year. And Himalaya run in the east-west direction along with the northern boundary of India. It is present in the northern part of our country. And it stretches across 6 nations. So what are the 6 nations? Bhutan, China, India, Nepal, Pakistan and Afghanistan. These are the 6 nations. They are a continuous chain of mountains. Okay, they are in a continuous chain and they consist many parallel ranges. So parallel means what? The mountains here are running side by side. Okay, now they form a shape of an arc in the northern part of India, and many important rivers like Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra lie in this snow-covered mountain. Now the location where it is located. The Himalayas are located between Indus River in the west and Brahmaputra in the east. The states and union territory which fall in this region are Ladakh, Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, West Bengal, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Assam and Tripura. So these are the places which fall in this region. There are numerous valleys located in this mountain range, like the Kashmir Valley, the Doon Valley, the Kangra Valley and the Kullu Valley. So these are the valleys which is located in Himalayas. As we all know the highest peak in the world. So which one is the highest peak? Mount Everest. So it also lies in this mountain range and it is located in Nepal. Okay. Mount K2 Godwin Austen is the second highest peak which is present in the Himalayas, and the highest peak of the Himalayan range which lies in India is Kanchenjunga. Okay, so if it is asked which is the highest peak in the world, then it will be Mount Everest. Okay, and it is located in Nepal. And if it is asked which is the highest peak of the Himalayan range that lies in India, it will be Kanchenjunga. As we all know, Himalayas consist of a series of parallel ranges. Okay, so the Himalayas are divided into 3 parallel ranges. So what are they? The Greater Himalaya or Himadri, the Middle Himalayas or Himachal, and the Outer Himalayas or Shivalik. Okay, so these are the 3 parallel ranges. Okay, now we will read about Himadri or Greater Himalayas. So the Himadri or Greater Himalayas are the highest range of the Himalayas and they are present in the northernmost part of Himalayas. Okay, and they are permanently covered with snow. Some of the highest peaks which lie in this range is Nanga Parbat, Annapurna, Mount Everest, Mount K2, Mount Kailash and Kanchenjunga. So these are some of the world's highest peak which lies in the Himadri region. Many glaciers are found there. Example has been given like the Siachen Glacier, which is present along the India-Pakistan border. The Gangotri and Yamunotri Glacier, which is present in Uttarakhand, and the Zemu Glacier, which is present in Sikkim. Okay. Now, the Greater Himalaya are source of many perennial rivers, and these rivers combine and join two large river systems, which are there in the Indus and the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. So here we have learned about perennial, right? Perennial rivers. So what do you mean by perennial? Perennial rivers mean those rivers which run throughout the year. Okay, they continuously run throughout the year. Okay. So next topic is Middle Himalayas or Himachal. So it is present in the south of the Himadri. Okay, and states and union territories like Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, northern part of West Bengal, western and northern Uttar Pradesh, Sikkim, and the states of Northeast fall in this region. So these are the places which fall in this region. Here the mountain slopes are covered with thick forest, mountain passes and fertile valleys. Okay, and many well-known hill stations like Shimla, Mussoorie, Darjeeling and Nainital lie in this region. So this all hill station lies in Himachal. Okay, so the third one is Outer Himalayas or Shivalik. So they are the lowest range of Himalayas and they extend across the southernmost belt of Himalayas. Their width is only 16 km in place. So this range marges means mixed or joins. So the Shivalik marges with the foothills of Himalaya and this region is called Terai region. Okay. The region has a number of valleys and mountain slopes and are covered with thick forests. So many valleys are found there and the mountain slope of this range is covered with thick forest and they are home to a large number of wild animals. Okay, now we will read about Purvanchal. The Purvanchal range lies in the northeastern part of India and many hills like Garo, Khasi, Jaintia, Naga, Lushai, Patkai, Mizo hills form a part of this mountain range. Okay, now the next topic is the importance of Himalaya. So the first one is what? It acts as a natural barrier, means it acts as a natural boundary, okay, and protect our country from our neighboring countries. The second one is that as we all know, many perennial rivers originated from there, right? So it helps us in our irrigation purpose and also helps in producing electricity. The third importance is that many rare species of wild animals like snow leopard, blue sheep, musk deer, etc. are found in the Himalayan forest. So these are some of the importance of Himalayas. Okay. So now let us discuss what we have learned in this video. We have learned regarding Himalayas. Okay. So here I just want to add something. So do you know when the Himalayan mountains were formed? They formed about 70 million years ago. And how they formed? They formed when two plates of the earth collided with each other. Collided means hit. Okay, so that is how the Himalayan mountains were formed. Okay, so the next we have learned regarding its location. Okay, then we have learned regarding the ranges of the Himalaya. What are they? The Himadri, the Greater Himalaya, the Middle Himalaya, Himachal, and the Outer Himalaya, Shivalik. Right? And at the last we have learned regarding its importance, right? Why it is important for us. So I hope this video will help you to understand these topics, and the rest part of this chapter will be covered in the next video. Okay, thank you.